Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a spooky Sunday night for some Halloween. And yes, that was a bizarre piece of music, supposed to be something kind of Halloween-y to begin with. There's supposed to be a candle burning in this bloody thing, and it's a very lukewarm, tepid candle. Do I have something to poke the candle with? I don't. Okay, well, you just have to pretend there's a candle roaring away inside that little pumpkin there. And that will work. Look, ladies and gentlemen, a glass of blood. Oh, you can't see that in this light, yes. A red and gloopy drink, especially for tonight's extravaganza. Is it a Bloody Mary? I wish it bloody was. No, it's not. It's Ribena mixed with water. So there you are. Nothing exciting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Sunday night is organ music night with moody lighting. Can I change the moody lighting? Apparently I can, but I might need my wife to do it for me. Vanessa will be downstairs looking after little children even as we speak, and exciting things will be happening even as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, it's scary night tonight and we have a list of music to get through. All sorts of things to get through this evening, and we're going to have some fun and games, which actually I don't need that for this. We're going to have some fun and games with music that is in some way connected with scary things. For example, there's silence. That's always scary. But what we're going to do today, we're going to have a look at some of my favourite films. Some of my favourite films from throughout the ages. Now, before Uza Mayer gets on my case, let me press that button, let me press this button, and then let me press this button. And ladies and gentlemen, the tickets can come flying in. Anyway, right, now, one of the finest films ever made, back in the 1970s, was a black and white masterpiece. It retold the legend of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, or was it Frankenstein? I think you know what I mean. It's, of course, Mel Brooks's amazing Young Frankenstein, and one of the most famous pieces of music from Young Frankenstein is where our hero, Dr. Frankenstein himself, wishes to show off his monster to the public. They get on stage and they sing and they dance. And what do they dance to? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Something went horrendously wrong there, ladies and gentlemen, with the technology. The organ stopped making noises. What happened? I don't know. Let's start again. Putting on the Ritz. And everything's working again, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. I have various pieces of kit to control the stream, and I don't know if that was actually the organ itself. There was a pop and a crackle in the middle of when I was playing there, or if it was something cutting itself out, but nonetheless it worked. Putting on the Ritz. Now, there's a very important part of putting on the Ritz. Recognize that from anywhere else? Let me change the key, not F minor, D minor. Does anybody recognize that, ladies and gentlemen? I think you probably should. Let me take you back to, and I mean this really, oh no, I've got a list here somewhere, there it is. Let me take you back, ladies and gentlemen, to the year is, why is that doing that? The year is 1980. Look, there's a, something is wrong in the state of, no, where am I? In the state of, wherever we are tonight. That's what I'm looking for. Is my winkies and blinkies working? No, they're not. Why aren't they? Because they're not switched on. That's better. Right, ladies and gentlemen, technological wonders or not. Is that candle doing anything? Barely. Cheap IKEA candles, ladies and gentlemen, don't do it. Back in 1980, a wonderful group got together, a British group. Well, actually, they got together before 1980. They got together in the 70s and put together some magnificent music. Incredibly fun music. And they were very talented musicians. They'd all studied music. And they decided they would take popular classical music and they would not jazz it up, but they would rock it up with rock instruments and whatever else, drums, guitars, basses, but they also used harpsichords, pianos, strings, and everything. I am, of course, referring to the wonderful group Sky. Remember them? S-K-Y, Sky. And in 1980, on their album Sky 2, they came up with a wonderful piece of music. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what got me going in this kind of music myself. I heard this on the radio. I was a 7-year-old boy. Yeah, I was that weirdo when I was that age. I was the 7-year-old boy who heard this piece of music on the radio and thought, oh my God, I have to have that. And I went out and bought the album Sky 2 in John Menzies in Inverness with some pocket money, and came home and listened to 2 of the pieces on that record forever. I only listened to 2 of them. The rest of them were way above my head at the time. But this is the one that got my attention the most. It was their arrangement, a guy called Kevin Peake. Kevin Peake was amazingly talented keyboarder and everything else. And Kevin Peake arranged a certain piece of music by a certain composer called J.S. Bach. I wonder what it could be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sky version of Toccata. Does that bring back memories? Ah, it certainly does for me. I love that. Oh, I love that. When I was young, and of course you can't get the full sort of amazing effects that this magnificent instrument might have, but the Sky arrangement was just so amazing. My favourite part, I don't know what my favourite part is. Let's calm things down in the organ department here so we can play it. I think this bit. With all that kind of stuff. But I think everybody's favourite part was probably... I love that. All these cross rhythms. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Ah, that brings back such wonderful memories. Toccata by Sky, finally on a cathedral organ where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I love that. And it's a wonderful version of the toccata. It's better than personally, I kind of think it's better than the original. Now, another thing that's better than the original is a jazzy version by a guy called Porter Heaps, who was a Hammond organ aficionado. And you, ladies and gentlemen, will be able to hear that in a concert that takes place immediately after this concert finishes. My goodness me, if you're into organ music and Halloweeny spooktacular Halloweeny music, this is the night for you. I'm starting the show with my show here, 10 p.m. in European time, which is, of course, we're in winter time now. So if you're on the west part of the world, if you're over in America, it's, you know, it's 5 p.m. East Coast and 3 p.m., 2 p.m. further over and things like that. So we've moved closer together, shall we say. So at exactly midnight my time, so I have to finish on time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our friend Jerry Martin will be taking over in a Pipe Screams, not Pipe Dreams, Pipe Screams concert, an annual an annual concert that they have in Portsmouth, Ohio, where Jerry is based, and he is one of the team helping out tonight in the concert. It's a wonderful concert of fun music. Again, it's slightly more classical based than mine, but I'm not going to let you into any other surprises. But Jerry is playing the Porter Heaps version of the Toccata and Fugue in D minor, and there's one point in the concert, ladies and gentlemen, that you all must join in with. And Jerry will play, and it's this bit. It's this part, it's that part again, right? And what you have to do is Jerry is going to go with glissandi. And then he will play cha-cha-cha. And you all have to snap your fingers at the right point. Let's practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Okay? So when you hear cha-cha-cha, you immediately get in there and snap your fingers. All right? Jerry's got the live audience doing it this evening, so I want you to join in as well if you're watching Jerry's concert. I'll put a link up at the end of our concert tonight so you can go and watch Jerry's concert over in Portsmouth, Ohio. And then, as if you haven't had enough music already, ladies and gentlemen, once Jerry's concert is over, you can flip over to another live concert taking place in Los Angeles this evening. Our friend Aaron Showes has a wonderful concert. Dr. Acula will see you now. Another wonderful music of scary stuff, again on an organ. And Aaron, just like my good self, Aaron is into showing the world what the organ can do other than play churchy music. So there you are. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Now, there's a couple of serious things we have to do tonight. And one of them is for, let me just quickly make sure I get this right. A friend of ours, David Cook, and David got in touch and said, would it be possible to dedicate a piece of music to his uncle who sadly passed away? His name was David Morgan. Well, yes, it will be possible to do that, and I promised on Friday night that I would play a gentle and beautiful piece of music, and I've set it up here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. I've set it up here. Absolutely gorgeous piece of music. On this organ, it sounds even better than it did on Friday night. This is the ideal organ for it. It's not a spooky piece of music. It's a lovely, lovely piece of music, but we're going to dedicate it to Uncle David. So that's David Cook and his uncle, who sadly passed away, David Morgan. So for David Morgan, and for David Cook and the rest of the family. Our condolences to you all. And here is a very beautiful piece of music played on this Biller-Beck organ. The composer is Maurice Durouflet. The arranger for the organ is me, and the piece of music is called the Hommage à Jean Galland, and it's a lovely, beautiful, soft piece of music. Now, like I say, we played it on Friday night on a different organ, but it sounds so much nicer on this instrument. I hope you agree. A beautiful little piece of music, very simple indeed, very, very simple. The Hommage à Jean Galland from Maurice Durouflet, arranged for the organ. Very simple and very lovely piece of music. I do hope you enjoyed that. Now then, let's get back to my list of goodies here. We've got some amazing music that doesn't really sort of fit with the rest of everything that's going on tonight, but oh my goodness me, some of it is just absolutely hilarious. Now, one of the pieces I want to play is a jazzy piece of music that started out live. It was supposed to be a scary, a spooky piece of music. Obviously, it didn't end up that way because it just turned into a sort of standard jazz number from the 1920s. But it's rather fun nonetheless. I do like playing it, and it comes out once a year at this time of year. If I can find it. It must be here somewhere. There it is. Here we go. We're getting there. And there it is. Boom. There we are. It's the original working title was The Spooky Serenade. The Spooky Serenade from 1926. And this is by New Orleans composer Mr. Jelly Roll Morton. Remember him? Jelly Roll Morton. Absolutely crazy guy who claimed to have invented jazz, which is kind of impossible. But that was his claim in life. The Spooky Serenade, and its actual title was The Chant, but it's a fun piece nonetheless. It starts off in a very sort of bizarre way. It's supposed to sound like this, believe me. The Spooky Serenade. I don't know why it was called that originally, because it's just an old jazzy number, but I love digging it out because it's one of the few jazzy pieces of music that begins with the word spooky. Isn't that interesting? Now, throughout history, you know me, or at least I hope you know me. If you do know, then you know I love sort of bizarre pieces of music that have nothing to do with reality whatsoever. And our good friend Urs Meyer sent me 2 such pieces this afternoon, which I haven't looked at yet. I've just loaded into my machine here, and I'm going to sight read them. So anything could happen, so I do apologize if it all goes bums up, but it should work. This first one is an amazing piece of music, simply entitled The Dance of the Black Cats. Now, of course, because it's Halloween, we're into sort of scary things, yes? Boo! And all that kind of thing. So what is more scary than a bunch of black cats dancing about the place? I don't know, actually. Anyway, sorry, this is as black as I could be tonight. I couldn't find my... I used to have black shirts, believe it or not, in my wardrobe, and I couldn't find a black shirt anywhere, so it's a black polo shirt instead. Do you like my socks, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? My rather wonderful here, my spooky socks with spiders' webs on them. Aren't they cool? I think they are. I think they're kind of cool. Anyway, fun nonetheless. That's about as spooky as we can get to now. I'm very disappointed in my candles burning away within my... well, that one's going all right. This one's it's almost out. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. At least they're sort of scary and looking at the camera a little bit. Is that one looking at the camera? It is now. This one's in the way. I removed the cauliflower tonight. I didn't think a cauliflower would be a good idea on Halloween. And over in the corner, rather than the usual electric light, I have 3 candles burning away, providing some heat in this room. Something this room does not need is heat. I've removed the air conditioning unit because I thought the end of the year was over. I'm going to replace it though, because we've got this PC running, we've got that laptop running, we've got studio lights running, we've got a monitor over there, we have another computer over there doing other things, we have a NAS over there doing things, and it's rather warm in here. And adding candles to that doesn't sound like it, but my goodness me, it's pretty hot work in here, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, right, here we go. The Dance of the Black Cats. Written by somebody, and this is the most beautiful name ever, Maud. Anyone called Maud gets my vote, but Maud Levia. Hello, my name's Maud Levia. Can you imagine Maud Levia with a hat and a handbag? I certainly can. Anyway, so here is Maud Levia's Dance of the Black Cats. There's a subtitle. It says, respectfully dedicated. I like that, respectfully dedicated. That doesn't happen anymore, does it? This piece of music was respectfully dedicated to, get ready for it, the Hoo-Hoos. I don't know who the Hoo-Hoos were, but this was dedicated to them. 1895 is the date of composition. It's very old. It's older than the oldest member of the Gartshore gang. Who is the oldest member of the Gartshore gang? The Dance of the Black Cats from 1895 from Maud Livia. What a wonderful piece of music. Isn't that cute? Dedicated to the Hoo-Hoos. I want to know who the Hoo-Hoos were. If anyone can find out, please, ladies and gentlemen, who the Hoo-Hoos were, I would like to know. Right, let's have a look who's in the old chit-chat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There are, according to my survey, or at least according to my statistics, there are currently, let me do it here, it's much easier than faffing about over there. Apparently, we have over 150 people in the old chit-chat this evening, which is rather wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind that you are all here. Very kind indeed. Right, let's have a look. I'm just going to sort of skim back a bit and see who's here. It's always good to know who's here. Adrian Morris is here. Hello, Adrian Morris. It's lovely that you're here. Julian is here from Shreveport. David Cook is here. Oh, wonderful, David. Good that you're here. And once again, sorry to hear of your loss, Uncle David. All the best to you and yours. And I hope the piece of music went down well. Samantha is here. Hi, Sam. Jeff is here, Razbaz is here, Jez is here, Urza is here, of course. Thank you for your bits and bobs. Cassie is here. Good evening, sir. Matt Leach is here. Hi, Matt. How are you doing? How's life in California, Matt? Wonderful. Jeff is here. Jeff says bye-bye. Why is Jeff saying bye-bye? Jeff can't stay? Oh, Jeff, that's such a shame. Come back. Julian Click is here. Adrian Morris is still here. Xing Shang Chong is here and said boo very loudly. Wonderful. Jim Cascagnette is here. Buonasera, Jim. Gleiswanderer is here. Hi. Philip is here. Uncle Cam is here. Hi, Cam. Hi, Christian as well. And the rest of the Platts gang, I'm not sure who's with you tonight, but whoever's there in Platts gang land, hi. Alexander is here. Hi, Alexander. Adrian, we've had Adrian. Mike King is there. Razbaz, hello. Dominic Eckard is here. Splendid. Apex. Hi, Apex. Haven't seen you for a little while. Mirabilos is here. Hello, Mirabilos. Lovely that you are here too. Cameratim.com and a partridge in a pear tree. I beg your pardon. That's Christmas. We're not having that yet. Room 360, good evening. LED candles, oh good God, none of that. Real, real and real. I don't believe in LED things. They're made of God knows what. I would like to burn real things. There we are. Who's that? Mike K. Ian Lavery. Hi, Ian. Lovely that you're here too. Who else is here? Brooks. Good evening, Gartshore gang. Good evening, Brooks. How's life in Utah? Wonderful. Okay, who else is here? Philip Augustine. Good evening, Philip. That's lovely that you are here too. Andrew Prince is there. Hi. Michael Becker is there. Michael Becker. Digital Toys. Hello. Yellowbird. Hello. Splendid. You're all here. Okay, and we're pretty much catching up now. David Stevens is here. Hi, David. Rio Anderson. That's a nice name. Hello, Rio Anderson. Max Huber is here. And, oh, okay. Oh, Max is leaving. Is Max leaving us? Surely not. Surely not. It's cold, apparently, in Utah. Well, it's cold and miserable here in Germany, too. So there we have it. Wolfgang Ratzka is here. Stefan Messer is here. That's lovely that you're all here, folks. Good evening, and I hope you're enjoying the show. Let's continue with some music. I'll come back and have a look at that in a minute. Oh, actually, while we're on the subject of looking at things, let's have a quick look at the ticket situation. And that we have a couple of tickets already, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our friend Stefan. Thank you to, who's this? Who's this? Wolfgang. Thank you, Wolfgang. Who's this? Cam. Thank you, Cam. Who's this? Robin. Thank you, Robin. Who's this? Jerome. Jerome. Thank you very much with a lovely name. Are you any relation to Ben? I'm going to say Jerome. Wonderful name. Thank you very much indeed. And who's this? Jerry. Oh, Jerry. Are you here this evening, Jerry? Surely you're getting ready for your concert. Thank you, Jerry. That's very kind. Hold on, we've got more in here. Who's this? We've got Gerald. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Ian. One more. And Dominic as well. Dominic with his spooky ticket, he says. That's Dominic B. Oh, we've got two Dominics. Gosh, all these Dominics. Lots of Dominics. Lots of Dominics, lots of Davids, lots of Steves. Gosh, we're an international lot. Oh, and even as I speak, here's another one from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. That's very kind indeed. Right, we'll have a look at that again in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back, however, to some interesting music. Now, some of you might, can you read that? No, you can't read that. Good. Some of you might recognize this, some of you might not. It's a piece of music that's about to be copyright claimed, as will quite a few things tonight. Oh, by the way, talking of copyright claims, Friday night's live stream, which had a sort of a which had all sorts of modernish pieces of music. Friday night's live stream was so heavily copyrighted, I've actually taken it down for now. It caused all sorts of problems, and unfortunately most of the copyright claims were erroneous. So because of that, I've taken it down so I can dispute the claims, and while it's out of the way, private as it were, well, no one can see it, then no one's going to be making any erroneous money from it, which I think is a disgraceful cheat. But such is the way YouTube works at the moment. It's a bit disappointing, but we will get there. We will get there. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone knows what this is, let me know in the chat. Anybody? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Nobody? Anybody? Apparently not. Apparently not. That, believe it or not, was the theme music, at least I think it was. That's what it says in the score here. It's the theme music from the Netflix wonderful series, coming back, series 2, Wednesday. In other words, the daughter of the Addams family. Remember the Addams family? Remember the Addams family, ladies and gentlemen? Did you get the cha-cha-cha at the end? I hope you did. There you are, the Addams Family and the Munsters. Which is the better theme? Definitely the Munsters, don't you think? There's something magical about a piece of music that starts there and then goes there. Ooh. Kind of cool. The middle bit is just sort of 1960s American cheese. But then, isn't that cool? You expect it to go. Just gives it that sort of wonderful feel. Isn't that amazing? I love it. I think that's wonderful. The Munsters. Then the Addams Family. Which was the best version of the Addams Family? The films that came later or the original? Who was the original Gomez Addams? Who played the original Gomez Addams? Can you remember? Wonderful guy. He was amazingly, he was very famous for wearing wigs later in life, which was a bit of a shame. But nonetheless, all good fun indeed. When we're talking about spooky stuff from the television, then we have to go back to our childhoods, or at least I do. Oops. A major. Now, I'm 50 years old. I don't know how old you are in the world you live in, but I am 50 years old. When I was a youth, there was a wonderful cartoon show on television all the time, and we used to love it because it was so over the top, but silly stuff. All about ghosts and monsters, and that'll do. We'll leave it at that. A major. A very quick Scooby-Doo to get you going. The Addams cartoon show, I don't even know. I didn't even know. Gosh. Our new child has your father's eyes, Gomez. Take them out of your mouth. All of the Addams family is brilliant. It's true. I know a guy, I can't say anything else other than that. It's a guy I see from time to time. He lives in a village not far from here, and he is Uncle Fester. He just is. And he's not the original funny Uncle Fester. He's the Christopher Lloyd Uncle Fester from the films. He's the spitting image of Uncle Fester. And he's equally as weird as Uncle Fester. The clothes he wears as well. It's hilarious. Anyway, I mustn't. It's naughty, I know, but it's Halloween tonight. We're allowed to be a little bit naughty, aren't we? How are we doing on the old? Oh, I see more here. Oh, what's this? Daniel. Who's Daniel? Oh, Daniel. Sorry, I shouldn't have given you a real name. Well, Daniel, I've given you a real name now. So thank you very much indeed, Daniel. That's very kind of you indeed. And Jez. Thank you, Jez. Did I get everyone else on that one? Yes, Jez. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Perfect. A little extra on the way past. Perfect. Thank you very much indeed. Now, back to the music donated to us this evening by Ms. Ursa Meyer. And, oh my goodness, this is rather interesting. This is one for Cam, actually. Okay, we have an American composer called Egbert van Alstyne. I wonder where his original relatives from the Netherlands. And we have lyrics by a guy called Edward Madden. However, this has been copyrighted by the Jerome Remick Company in Canada. And that, ladies and gentlemen, in 1913, MCMX1, yes, 1913 is the year, MCMX111. So that's 1910, yeah, 1913, yeah. And this version of it was sold by a music shop called J.E. Keenlyside and Son on 213 Dundas Street, London, Ontario. There you are. That's not far from where Cam is originally from. Actually, London, Ontario is quite a bit further away from where Cam is originally from. But nonetheless, it's a wonderfully fun piece of music. This isn't the Black Cats. It's a piece of ragtime music, and it's called That Devil's Rag. Gosh, there are words to it too. Shall we read the words? Let's read the words. Way down below, where sinners go, where all the brimstone, smoke and flame belongs, they've got a spot they're keeping hot for all the men who wrote those ragtime songs old Satan sly said, when they die, whoever started that infernal gag will stand no chance. We'll make them dance around that red hot devil's rag. That's verse 1. Verse 2. At midnight dark, if you will hark, you'll hear a mournful melancholy tune that seems to say, don't sing or play a ragtime song or you'll be down here soon. So you beware, don't do that, bear. Not sure what that means. Just stop that syncopated wiggle wag. Well, I like that, a syncopated wiggle wag. Yeah, let's do a syncopated wiggle wag, folks. Or when your turn, has come to burn, you'll have to learn that devil's rag. We have a chorus. Oh, 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 that devil's rag, that rag. Each little imp has a limp from doing it. Lady demons ratatouing it. Hear, oh hear, old Satan brag and brag. Oh, come be kissed, oh hear Mephisto. I'm not sure what that's about. Yellow, hello, hello, hello. That oh, that's the place to drag and rag. This is very bizarre. Come hurry down and meet the ladies. We'll have a hot old time in Hades. Watch his wicked wag as he raises blazes in that devil's rag. Well, 1913, I suppose you could get away with lyrics like that. So it's a bit naughty. It's about naughty music, and apparently naughty music being very devilish. And we're all going to go and burn in hell as a result of enjoying naughty music. Oh well. Oh well. Let's have a listen to That Devil's Rag. Thanks, Ursa. This is weird. very strange piece of music. That Devil's Rag from or it even says 1913 in normal writing for me at the top. I didn't need to translate my my Roman numerals to get that exciting stuff. Cassie, thank you very much indeed. We have an extra little something from Cassie there. Thank you very much indeed. Gosh, wonderful. Thank you, folks. How are we doing over here? Anything new? Nothing new. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in helping out the Gartshore gang do what they do, then please consider, oops, knocking cameras on the way past. Please consider, what does it say? It says something there. Show your appreciation and donate here, donate now, donate there, donate anywhere. And yeah, all of this gets invested back into the channel. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Very kind of you on the way past. And actually, talking about things like that, we are investing at the moment. We are soon we will be back out and about in the big wide world recording real organs for the channel. And we have a rather long list of instruments to visit. Now what we're going to do, we're going to start here where we are in this part of Germany, and we're going to do a sort of radius, a spiral radius around where we live at the moment, gradually getting further afield, just to get back into the swing of things again. And I was out looking at my equipment the other day to get my recording stuff done. My microphone stand, when you record in churches, you can't just use a sort of regular microphone stand with an arm and just point it roughly at the organ. You need to get up nice and high. And I had a microphone stand that could get me, I think, 3.5 meters high, which is okay. It's better than nothing. It's rusted solid. It's been in the garage for the best part, well, since COVID basically, which is kind of like the last time we went out to do any of our recordings, COVID time, and it's been in the garage ever since, and it's rusted absolutely solid. I hammered it, I put heat on it, I did everything to it. It will not move. So at the moment, it's about 80 centimeters tall rather than 3.5 meters tall. So it's not working. So we're going to be investing in some new recording goodies. And I have taken the liberty of adding something to our Buy Me a Coffee wish list. Some of you know all about that. Now, I've been cheeky, but Christmas is around the corner, and I know a lot of people sort of think, well, I might like to, they might like to chip in for Christmas. Well, there's a couple of items on there that are, well, shall we say luxury items. Let's just leave it at that. Very much luxury items. And I do not anticipate that someone will just do anything, go out there and, do it. So let's do it the old-fashioned way. Let's save up and save up and save up, and then we can treat ourselves to these things as and when we're allowed to, and so on and so on. So if you want to check out our wish list. Someone put a link, please. One of my blue wrenches. Sorry, I'm being very Halloween-y tonight. Do you like the colours, by the way? The red. We can change the red. I think we can change it. Hold on. Let me go and get this. I can change to a different colour. Hold on. Let me put this somewhere where I won't fall over it. Let me put it over there. And then if I go over here, this is very ungainly, but this is the only way to do it. Where is it? Here we go. My little remote control for the lights. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Green. That's pretty Halloween-y, isn't it? Let's have that now. What on earth was I talking about? Yes, if someone has a link, one of our blue wrenches, if you have a link to the wish list, then feel free to pop it up there. Thank you very much indeed. And we will see what we can do. We'll get going. So we're starting from scratch. There you are. Thanks, Uza. Very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind. There are, like I say, there are certain things on there. There are normal sort of things on there, and like I say, some luxury items. Don't worry about it. The luxury items are definitely optional. Christmas is around the corner. That's the way I like to think about it. So anyway, there we have it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that was That Devil's Rag. Now let's get back to our little list of music and see what else we have. I think we're kind of getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's 11:30, so we've got to watch the time. for the simple reason that we have to finish relatively early because a certain friend of ours is going to be getting ready to perform. Now, I think we have maybe got a request for some bits and pieces in here, but it's not what I was looking for. There's one piece of music we're looking for. Oh, a ticket on the way past from, who's this? Gareth. Thank you very much indeed, Gareth. That's very kind. Thank you. Thank you. However, that's not what we're looking for. The one I'm looking for is, let me see if I can find it in my list. Nope. I don't think it's in here. No, it's not. Damn it. That's not in here. Okay. Oh, Ludwig-Erhard-Allee. Dominic has been busy and doing the wish list already. Gosh, Dominic, thank you very much indeed. I just got an email coming in there. Thank you, Dominic. Very kind indeed. Wow. We're moving forwards. Moving forwards. Oh, actually, hold on. Here is a piece of music I do have to play. I should play it round about midnight, but midnight will be too late because we're going to be watching Jerry's thing. So let me get this in before I forget. This was actually sent to me by Yellowbird. It's a piece of music I did not know at all. I've never heard of it before. I think it's rather wonderful and definitely interesting. I'm going to dedicate it to my baby sister. It's my little sister's birthday tomorrow, the 30th of October. And she's going to be, let me see, let me get this right. She's my little sister, but she's going to be, how much is she going to be? She's going to be, how old is she going to be? 48. My little sister is going to be 48 tomorrow. I beg your pardon? Vanessa downstairs is saying, don't say that. Why not? You don't, never ask ladies of their age. Anyway, never mind. Here's a piece of music, a very bizarre piece of music. I'm not going to tell you the words to this one because it's really, really rather weird. 1922 this time. MCM XX11, that's 1922. 1922, The Baby Sister Blues, it's called. It starts with, we got a sister, she's 21. She's out every night, having lots of fun. All right, that's the kind of thing that it goes on at, like, this piece of music. Never mind. The Baby Sister Blues by someone called Henry Marshall. Never heard of him. Baby Sister Blues. Let me read you the chorus. You wouldn't fool me, 'cause you know we're at the mean age, oh, just that between age, just too old to play with toys, just too young to go out with the boys, too old to play with dollies, too young to see the follies. That's why we got the Baby Sister Blues. What a bizarre piece of music. Fun nonetheless. Thank you, Yellow Bird, for that weird and wonderful little number. Crazy, if you ask me. Crazy, if you ask me. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, oh, what's this? And ticket on the way past. Another Ludwig-Erhard. Thank you very much indeed. He said something cute in German about the scary concert. Is it scary? I don't know. Let me fill up my bloody drink. Thirsty work, ladies and gentlemen. Tasty beverage, tasty beverage. If you're a member of the Gartshore gang here on YouTube, you can use all sorts of fancy little emojis. For example, tasty beverage. Let's get a tasty beverage in the chat. Folks, tasty beverage? Ah, tasty, there it is, tasty beverage. Thanks, Cassie. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, right back at the beginning of the concert, I played some weird music. And what did I do to do that? Someone was talking about French improvisation styles and things. Well, yeah, I suppose kind of like that. What I had the organ set up in a certain way to make weird and wonderful noises. And the idea behind that is, what did I have? I had that, I think. Yeah, I had that. Okay, so we've got 4 manuals in this organ, which is rather exciting. The top manual, I had this sound, which is just a... which is a cornet, or a French cornet, okay? So it's rather weird. Sounds kind of nasal on its own. And then here on this manual, I had some weird sparkly stuff with some weird... so weird high stuff and weird low stuff as well. Now on this manual, I had some really weird stuff. I had a 32-foot stop. There's a 32-foot Grande Bourdon on this manual, 32 on the manual, and a quint 2 2/3, and it's weird. Which is weird, yeah? Really weird. And then on the bottom manual, I had a sort of buzzy reed with a funny little sort of a thing like that. Now, the fun and games you can have with... oh no, of course, the pedals, I just had some really weird rumbly 32s. The fun you can have with this is just that. You sort of, you can be experimental. Yeah? And it sounds like noise. And it basically is. You just sort of... and the idea is it's supposed to sound sort of like weird science fiction, scary film music. Like, I don't know, Lost in Space. Yeah? I don't know, weird, isn't it? But yeah. If you get really high, really low, very low, if you play lots of things that involve tritones, tritones being that interval, and sort of using tritone substitutions, it takes you to weird and wonderful places. And actually, I suppose Aaron Showers would be the person to tell us about this more. You get some wonderful crazy effects. And it could be scary for films. Now, my plan for tonight was actually to see if I could find, and let's see if you're interested in this. Thumbs up if you're interested in this idea, folks. The plan was to take an old, silent, public domain, silent movie, a horror film, and put music to it live during the concert. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find a piece of film that would have been maybe, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes long of the horror variety that I could do some weird and wonderful accompaniment to. But I could find some absolutely amazing old horror films, including one of the best horror movies of all time, and it's now in the public domain, which means we can do a live silent film accompaniment to it. Now, I would love to do that, and I think we might do that very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, who's interested in some silent movie? Now, we're not talking Buster Keaton silent movie here, funny stuff with slapstick. We're talking horror movies. Horror movies, there you are. Matt Leach knows exactly what I'm talking about. Matt Leach, you can read my mind. Nosferatu. Thank you, Matt Leach. Gareth McIntyre, Murnau's Faust. Well, it's not Murnau's Faust, it's Murnau's Nosferatu. Pretty good. Yeah, who wants to see Nosferatu? The first vampire movie. They tried to get the rights to Bram Stoker's Dracula, but the Bram Stoker's family said, nope, you're not having it. So they just took the idea, changed a few names, and came up with the film Nosferatu, which is absolutely wonderful. I think it's one of my favourite films, actually. It's a lovely, lovely film indeed. Matt can obviously read my mind. Matt, of course, Matt is an organist over in California, and Matt plays a few instruments. I've seen Matt play lots of things, wonderful stuff too. Actually, go and check out Matt's channel. There's some fun stuff on there. But yeah, who fancies some Nosferatu? Now, this is going to be a late night number. This is not for children. Although in this day and age, my God, why not? But no, it's not for kids. It's going to be a fun piece of music, a fun piece of film and entertainment. So what do you think? Shall we do it? Say yes. Say yes, ladies and gentlemen. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Where is it? Where is it? Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen, to close off this concert. I was going to be playing all sorts of other stuff to finish the concert, but nope, we're going to have some fun. And we're going to do it with these registrations here. Click. Actually, no, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave this wonderful world. We have to. We have to. We're going to go and dig over. We're going to go and dig over to our. There it is. We're going to go and dig over to our theatre organ world. It's theatre organ time, folks. And we're going to have some fun with this. Actually, we'll use these registrations because there's a piano in this little lot, which is rather cool. Here's a few tunes to finish off this evening's concert involving the Prince of Darkness, and so on, and so on. I found a couple of them in this wonderful book. Which one shall we play first? Let's play this one first, from 1919. Now, we already had That Devil's Rag earlier on. Well, here's a very bizarre piece of music. It's a rather lovely blues, actually, but it's called, and I'm not going into this in any way, but it's called the Satanic Blues. Gosh, that's a bit naughty, isn't it? From 1919, the Satanic Blues. See what you think. Satanic Blues, which is a bit naughty. And then this one, which I think is rather cute. It's, he's done doing his ragging downstairs. He's done doing his bluesies, and now he needs to take a holiday. From 1937, a very bizarre piece of music called Satan Takes a Holiday. What's all this jazz music all about? I don't know. Why is jazz music associated with the devil? I'm not very sure, but it's rather weird, don't you think? Rather weird indeed. D minor, ladies and gentlemen. It's a proper devilish tune. It's in a minor key. Satan Takes a Holiday. Woohoo! Okay, that's a weird one, I think you will agree. But it's very bizarre, very, very bizarre indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop there for this evening. I want you, oh, thank you, who's this? Monica, oh, thank you, Monica from Ohio. Well, Monica from Ohio. Oh, who's this? We've got Jan as well, was it in there? Have I missed anyone? We've got Dominic, there's Jan, and now we have Monica. Thank you very much indeed. Monica from Ohio. Well, Monica from Ohio, you need to get yourself, oh, hold on, stop. You need to get yourself over to this link here that I'm about to post. Copy, and let's get it in here. Let's get it in here. Time to paste. Click. Bingo. Pipe Screams with Jerry Martin. It's about to start in about 6 minutes time, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to finish off for this evening. Thank you very much indeed for being part of the audience for our different. A lot of people tonight, they're going to be playing things from Hitchcock. I wanted to get the old that's the one. I wanted to do that kind of thing. Rent-A-Ghost. Can I remember I remember Rent-A-Ghost with Mr. Yeah, what was his name with the beard and the jester's hat? What was his name? Mr. Yes. There was a Mr. No, hold on, I can't remember now. Yes, Rent-A-Ghost was good fun. The theme from Rent-A-Ghost. Things for next year. Yes. Now, a lot of people in the Halloween concerts are doing sort of all kinds of music that we all remember from all sorts of things. I wanted to do something different tonight, so I do hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. We had a couple of standard things in there with the Munsters, the Addams Family, Scooby-Doo, Wednesday, but our Black Cats, our Devilish Numbers, and the Toccata by Sky. That was my favourite for this evening. What was your favourite from this evening's? Mr. Claypole, that's the one. What was your favourite from this evening's concert programme? My one was definitely the Toccata from Sky, from the album Sky 2. I thought that was good fun. I'm going to include that now in my, I'm going to get a better arrangement of it, or I'm going to write my own arrangement of it and get that going. It's going to be good fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say tatty bye, because you've all got to go and disappear and watch Jerry. Let me quickly pin that message from Jerry there, or with Jerry's link. And then when that's over, I strongly suggest you go and check out Aaron Shaw's. Let me pop that in there as well. There's an awful lot of music coming up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're over in America, this is perfect. You know, there's nothing else to do, is there? Which is absolutely wonderful. All right, folks, I'm going to have to disappear. I don't want you to be late for Jerry's concert this evening. So thank you so much. Thank you for buying some tickets on the way past. Thank you for your support, for your continued support. Without you, any of this would be possible. So thank you very, very much indeed to all of you. We will be back on Tuesday, the end of the month, but it's a Tuesday and it will be Hymn of the Week, and it will be hymns for all saints and all souls. So get ready for that. Thursday will be some piano music. And then it's already going to be Friday, and it's already November. My goodness me, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting stuff. Well, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.